Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. All praise is due to Allah. We seek His guidance and His mercy, and we send peace and blessings upon our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who taught us how to pray. Before we start on today's topic, I have one reminder. When I start one of my lectures at the university, I usually like to ask my students, what do you remember about this topic? More often than not, most of the students say they have forgotten the topic. This is completely normal. It happens to all of us. When we learn new topics, we often forget them and we forget the details because we do not apply the information in our lives. Some of these topics that I plan to discuss with you, you may have already learned about them in the past. I encourage you to review it, contemplate more deeply, and try each day this Ramadan to apply it in your life in just a small way. For today, we will talk about praying. Before we start, ask yourself, how good are you at praying? Think about it for a minute. You can even pause the video if you want more time to reflect. Many of us rush through our prayers, distracted by our thoughts, phones, or daily worries. We say the words and we move our bodies accordingly, but our hearts are somewhere else. Now, remove that picture from your mind and think of this one. Imagine standing before Allah, the creator of the heavens and the earth, in direct conversation. Imagine feeling His presence, pouring out your heart to Him without reservation, and experiencing a peace that nothing in this world can provide. This is khushu. Khushu is an Arabic word meaning deep focus, humility, and devotion in prayer. But the question is, how often do we really feel this connection? We all know that prayer is supposed to be a moment of tranquility, a spiritual recharging during our day, but unfortunately it often isn't. I just remembered a story that I wanted to share with you. Many years ago, about 16 actually, shortly after I became a Muslim, a non-Muslim friend of mine asked me, "Why do you need to pray 5 times a day? Isn't it excessive?" And I replied, "Okay, think about this. Tomorrow, if you woke up and you needed to stay calm and connected to your Creator all day long, how many times would you need to pray?" He laughed and said, "Well, when you put it that way, probably about every 20 minutes. So we both took away an important lesson from that conversation. Okay, let's get back to our topic. Excellence in worship. Khushu is not just a feeling, it is a skill that can be developed where you focus with deep concentration to keep your body, your mind, and your heart fully engaged in the prayer. I'm going to give you a few steps to try to develop and improve your prayers this Ramadan. Number 1, prepare mentally before your prayer. This goes back to our talk about niyyah, the intention. You get up from your task or your work and you consciously say to yourself, I'm going to pray. It is a good idea at that point to try to break your thoughts from your work or activity at this point. Make wudu properly and do it slowly. Wudu is the cleaning before your prayer. For me, I like to make dua or supplications at this time while I do the wudu and ask God to purify my thoughts, my words, and my deeds. Next, you go and make sure to find a quiet place with minimal distractions, and please turn off your phones. Take a deep breath and remind yourself, I am about to stand before Allah. Okay, second part, understand the meaning of what you are saying. So many of us recite Arabic words without understanding them. This may be difficult for people who are not familiar with the Arabic language, but we must give it a priority to learn the meanings of Surah Al-Fatiha and the other surahs that you are reciting. The meaning creates the connection, so this is really, really essential to take time to do this. Third, pray slowly, as if it's your last prayer. Now imagine this is your chance to connect with Allah before leaving this world. Would you still be in a rush? Probably not. So don't rush through the prayer. Pause with each action. So when you are bowing, try to feel the humility in front of your Creator. And when you are prostrating, try to surrender everything to Allah and feel His closeness to you. The last thing that you can do is ask God to help you with khushu, this concentration, and to bless you with focus and sincerity during your acts of worship. So today I would like to read and reflect on Ayat al-Kursi. It says, Allah, there is no deity except for Him, the ever-living, the sustainer of existence. Neither drowsiness overtakes Him nor sleep. To Him belongs whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth. Who is it that can intercede with Him except by His permission? He knows what is before them, what will be after them, and they encompass not a thing of His knowledge except for what He wills. His throne extends over the heavens and the earth, and their preservation tires Him not, and He is the Most High, the Most Great. This comes from Surah Al-Baqarah. Most of you are familiar. I chose this verse as a reminder because most Muslims have learned it at one point or another, but have forgotten a few words, or maybe they forgot the whole thing. It is fine to learn and forget, but we should come back and remind ourselves again and again and learn it again. And I will put a link in the description box to our Instagram page so that you can easily find the Quranic verses that I'm reflecting on each day in the videos. And you can follow some of our other activities during the holy month. So let's conclude for today. Remember, prayer is not a burden. It's a gift from Allah. It is our moment of peace in the chaotic world, and it's our lifeline to connect with our Creator every day. So let's work on improving our connection. Number 1, prepare yourself mentally. Understand what you are saying. Slow down and focus on the moment, and ask Allah for blessing you with khushu. May Allah grant us all the ability to pray with love, sincerity, and deep connection. And may Allah accept all of our prayers this Ramadan. Have a great day.